He's under arrest, and we're going to go back and figure out what's going on. I'm asking you if you.
That's not how you're supposed to do it. I'm going to arrest you now, and I'll figure it out later. Ready, fire, aim.
Out of line.
I'm asking
That's all I'm telling you.
To provide
he is out of
a
line.
Statement or any contact information.
A statement for what?
What happened from your point of view?
We got pulled over for no reason.
Okay.
We asked him why.
Okay.
Couldn't give us a reason.
Okay.
Suspicion. You're driving around.
Okay.
I can't drive.
Okay. So then what?
So he asked for his ID, and I said, no. Don't do it. For what? Give us a reason. Give us something. You can't just pull people over for no reason.
Okay.
And he fucking ripped the door open and ripped him out of the truck, out of the car.
Okay.
Thanks for becoming a member, Michael. Thank you.
And then she's resisting arrest. For what? You still haven't given the guy a reason.
Okay.
What do you mean okay? That's okay with you? As a person,
I'm listening to
you
what you're
have
saying.
Morals, right?
Listen, I'm not commenting or giving you my opinion on anything because I wasn't here. I don't know. But I'm listening to what you're saying.
That is a great question. You have morals, right? You have a moral standard and a code that guides you through life and how you treat your fellow human beings. Don't you, Sergeant? Don't you have that? See, the thing is, you got to understand, in order to be a cop, you have to have abandoned morals. We see that time and time again. That you could be a cop and just go along to get along with all the other fellow cops on the scene have done without asking questions, not even knowing if you're a part of a criminal action against an innocent person or not. That automatically, count me out from that line of work. I can't do it because if I can't ask questions, if I can't get further details, if you're going to expect me to be on that midnight raid, no-knock raiding this lady's house, this 67-year-old lady's house, I need to know what she's being accused of. And then I need to see what the probable cause that she's involved in a crime. I need to see who the actual victim is. I need to do my own research. But if you're going to be a part of the Thin Blue Line gang that gets access to none of that information, and it doesn't appear there's any kind of desire on the part of any police officer to even ask those initial investigative questions, then that's a team I can't be a part of. Why? Because you believe the same thing too. I know you do because you have a moral code. There's no way I could just jump into something and somebody goes, go handcuff that guy without knowing why I'm handcuffing that guy. Why am I taking this guy's freedom away? What did he do? More importantly, where is his victim? Now, if he's got a TV in his hands and he's trying to, I've observed him come out of some shop, some electronic store with a TV, looking this way and that way and loading it up in his nondescript van. Okay, we've got probable cause that a crime might be committed, but then this could be the store owner loading a TV in his van so he can deliver to a customer. So that's where questions come in. And it's reasonable. Like if you're going to serve and protect the public and within your jurisdiction is a shop that you know the shop owner and you know the employees because you frequent that place, and you see somebody walking out with some expensive piece of technology, you're going to stop and ask questions. And if it's somebody you don't recognize, you're probably going to be suspicious that they're engaged in a crime. But you have to have that kind of suspicion that they're engaged in a crime. You can't just go, okay, this guy didn't activate his turning signal 57.5 feet before he was supposed to. So I'm going to pull him over and use that as justification to say, I'm smelling some weed in your car. Well, even if you did smell weed, was this guy swerving? Was he endangering somebody's life? Or did you just decide to turn to pull him over so that you could justify the stop, so that you could go on a fishing expedition? That's what they lack. They lack critical thinking, but more important than critical thinking, they lack morality. They lack that stopper in your psyche that would go, I am not treating this person this way because, not because my law says it, or because there's something written in the Constitution, if that were holy writ, or because I'm a Bible-believing Christian, or I'm a God-fearing Muslim and my holy book says. You don't do it to somebody else because you wouldn't want it done to you. And it's very simple. You don't have to be clergy. You don't have to be a holy man of God. You don't have to be a politician or a law enforcer. You just don't treat. That's how you govern the affairs of your life. That's how you self-govern. That's how you self-control. You don't put your hands on somebody because you wouldn't want somebody to put their hands on you. It's self-evident. You don't need a formula. You don't need a long dissertation. You don't need a college degree. You don't need a high IQ. You don't need a holy book or become a member of a religion. You already know this. But they don't. And if they do, they stuffed it into their subconscious long ago. And now they're past the point at which they can actually be honest with themselves. That's the problem with the world. That's the problem with American and North Korean and communist China policing. If you disagree, let me know.
I got nothing to say.
No, it's reasonable. You don't need like probable cause.
Yeah, you do.
It's reasonable suspicion. You don't need probable. They don't even know their own laws.
What do you mean? You can't just pull people over for no reason. It doesn't work that way.
Reasonable suspicion.
Of what?
Look at the definition. So, yeah, but you get it.
Look up the definition.
So you can explain it to me.
Oh my God.
You know, more than the definition, it's the application. It's the application of reasonable suspicion. How is it being applied? How is it being misused? And why is it constantly being misused by local, state, and federal police departments? Steve Harola says, left, right, red, or blue, the government doesn't give a F about you. Less government, more freedom. Thanks for that super chat. I appreciate it. Guys, the reason we have a problem is because we have immoral. God, I hate using the word because it's so frequently used, but what else do you call it? It's a psychopath. They don't care about you. They don't care about others. They care about themselves. They care about getting their paycheck. They care about the accolades. They care about the plaques on the wall. They care about the thin blue line, or at least they claim to, but they don't care about you. And it's pretty psychopathic to say that you do when your actions speak completely different words than the sounds coming out of your mouth.